Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a mesmerizing journey into the world of chess, a game that has captured the hearts and minds of enthusiasts for centuries. In this long-form video presentation, we invite you to embark on a thrilling exploration of strategy, intellect, and artistry that is chess. Prepare to be captivated by the timeless beauty and complexity that unfolds on the 64 squares of the chessboard.
This game was played by Todorovic vs. Cry in 2003. The game starts with a normal opening called the French defense. White starts with e4, e6, d4, d5, knight d2, knight f3. White begins to attack with e5, threatening the knight on f6. Black retreats the knight to g7. White plays c3, and black responds with c5, intending to take the pawn on e5. White continues the development and plays the bishop to d3. Black follows with knight c6 to increase pressure on d4. White plays knight e2 to protect the pawn. Black captures on c4, and white takes back on d4. Black plays f6, and white takes on f6. The knight takes the pawn on f6. White castles. Black wants to expand and plays bishop to d6. White responds with knight f3. Black has an idea and increases pressure on the pawn on h2, so they play queen c7. White plays bishop g5. Black castles. White retreats the bishop to h4. Black plays knight on h5 to open a file for their rook. White doesn't pay much attention and plays queen c2, needing the pawn on h7. Black pushes their pawn to h6. White plays bishop g6, threatening the knight. Now black takes the knight on f3 with the rook. The pawn on h2 is now unsafe, and black captures it with the bishop on h2. White plays king h1. Black follows with knight f4. White plays knight g3. Black responds with queen b6, threatening the pawn on d4. White plays rook at d1. Black takes on d4 with the knight. White plays queen f4, threatening the knight. Black follows with bishop d7. It's white's turn to move with a brilliant sacrifice. Bishop to f7 check. The black king takes the bishop. Now, the queen takes the bishop on d7 check. The king moves back to g8. Now, another sacrifice. White has a lot of ideas. Bishop to f6 threatens mate on g7. Black must take the bishop on f6. Now, another sacrifice. It's rook to g1. White wants to jump with the knight to f5, threatening mate on g7. Now, black makes a blunder and takes the rook with the bishop on g1. White takes the bishop with the other rook, threatening the same mate. Black plays king h8. Now, the fourth sacrifice. Oh my god, white is insane. He wants to give checkmate on g7. So black plays rook g8 to block the mate. Now, white plays a brilliant move. Pause the video and try to find it. Oh my god, queen to h7, check. Black has no option but to take the queen. Now, knight takes f6, check. Black can't move away because the rook is threatening this file, so he goes back to h8. Now, rook takes g8, checkmate.